Darts. How to play. The object of the game is for you to get more sets, or legs, than your opponent. Darts is usually played between two people, or teams, and you need a set of 3 darts each, and a standard dartboard. How do you set it up? Hang your board on a stable surface so that the bullseye is exactly 5 feet, 8 inches from the floor, and the throwing line is 7 feet, 9¼ inches away from the board. If you don't have enough space for a falaki, then you're going to have to try and hang it somewhere else, I'm afraid, or make some space for one. Now you have set up everything you need, let's evaluate the dartboard. The dartboard is partitioned into 20 equal wedges, which the players can hit. They all correspond to a number. Also, the numbers aren't arranged in numerical order. As you can see, the arrows that are pointing to the 2 rings you can see on the board are called the fat and skinny singles respectively. They both score the corresponding number you hit. The outermost ring scores double the amount, so multiply the number on the outside by 2 when hit. The ring in between the 2 single rings scores triple the amount, also known as treble. Multiply the number by 3 when you hit this ring. The innermost 2 rings make up the bullseye. The green outer bullseye scores 25 points when hit. And finally, the bullseye scores a massive 50 points. Take a few seconds just to screenshot this right now, because you're going to need this later for the game. If you haven't screenshotted the image, I'm assuming that you're going to remember this important information. Nevertheless, onto the game. The game you are going to learn how to play is 501. The idea of the game is to be the first player, or team to get to 0 first, so it's basically like a drag race. To determine the order of play, either toss a coin, or throw 1 dart each. The player who throws a dart closest to the bullseye throws first. On your turn, you will throw your darts, 1 at a time, at the dartboard. You will then sum up the total of all 3 darts, and deduct it from your current score. For example, if I hit a treble 20, treble 19, and a treble 17, I have scored 168 points. I then have to deduct those points off of my total score so far. Remember, on each trip to the dartboard, you need to score as much as you can, so that you can get ahead quickly, and finish the game quickly too. Make sure you listen to this next piece of information carefully. You won't be able to win without it. The last dart that you throw, which takes you down to 0 exactly, must hit a double. The inner bullseye counts as a double too. So, if I require 26, I must hit the double 13 to finish. This means I can't hit 2 single 13s, or anything over this total to win. I know what I've just said might be flummoxing, but please, understand, you may find it very hard to hit that winning double. However, I can give you a few tips at doubling out, to try and make it easier for you. Alright, first and foremost, leave yourself an even-numbered double. Why should you do this? Well, the answer is simple. Even-numbered doubles can break down into smaller ones, whereas odd-numbered doubles like 17 and 3 can't break down into another double. So, let's say that the score I require is 40 instead of 26, because 26 breaks down into 13, which means I have to hit an odd number to get back to a double. With 40 left, I must hit a double 20, otherwise known as double top. So, if I throw too low, and hit a 20, I have double 10 left. And if I hit a 10, I have double 5 left. This means I get 3 chances to try and finish the game. If your score totals more than what you have left, your score takes you down to 1 point, or your last dart that took you down to 0 didn't hit a double. You have bust your score. What this means is, you can't throw the remaining darts in your hand at the dartboard. Your turn is over, and you must try again on your next turn. When someone has successfully gotten their score down to 0, finishing on a double, this is called winning a leg. The score that you take out to win a leg is known as an outshot. An outshot is the recommended, mathematical combination of darts required to finish the game in 3 darts or less. This is just the rules in a nutshell, but there are a few more things you need to know before playing or watching a game. For example, sets. In some championship events, you might be required to win sets instead. To win a set, you must win a contest in the best of 5 legs. The player with the most legs wins the set. The player with the most sets wins the game. Double start. In some contests, the first dart that scores must land on a double. If you fail to throw a double, you will score 0 points until you do bounce out. If a dart hits the dartboard, but then falls out, you score no points for that dart. Also, if a previous dart hit the dartboard, but then fell out, that dart also scores no points. 9 dart finish. The least required amount of darts to score 501 is 9. This is the same as hitting a perfect 300 game in 10-pin bowling, or a 147 maximum break in snooker. There are almost 4,000 different combinations to achieve this, but the most common is 7 treble 20s, treble 19, and double 12. Just like that. That's it for this video. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you soon, but in the meantime, enjoy darts.